And welcome back, everybody, to a cuckoo episode of The Careful Boys, where we have, hey, that's so nice today.
Hey, Jason, Cheny, back again. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. We're doing early branding for your merch.
Yep. That's so nice.
Indirect branding.
Indirect. That's very good.
I'm gonna.
You know, I noticed that I'm also wearing a shirt. Did you notice it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I did it.
Oh,
wow.
my God.
What kind of shirt is that?
Yeah. It's a shirt that it says. Excuse me.
What the hell's going on?
Fear everybody.
Wrong. Yeah. Link in the description box below.
Fear everyone.
Yeah.
But I'm implying. My intention was to imply what
Okay,
it
take
said.
two.
Okay. The shirt says "Fear everybody."
Everyone.
Everyone. Fear everyone. It's
Okay.
like fear everybody, but one. Yeah.
And then where's the link?
The link is in the description.
Down below. Did you know that's the right way?
Under
you don't
the-
say everybody, anybody. It's actually anyone, everyone.
Oh.
That's the correct grammar.
Wait, really?
But body feels more endearing, I feel like.
It's no, but then you're not talking. It's not right.
Okay, it's not right, I'm sorry.
Wrong.
Wrong.
So, because you're a masterful comedian that deserves a
masterful.
Netflix show, and when you get your Netflix
Yeah.
show, you have to get the Fear Everyone tattoo
Okay.
because you said that to everybody.
You said it. Oh my god.
And then you
Yeah,
shook on it
he committed.
consensually.
I
There
just
it
want to
is.
let you. I just want to let everybody know that Anthony's not wearing shoes right now.
Yeah, because I.
Does it stink?
Does it stink?
Give it to me. Let me see. Put it in my mouth. That's how I smell it.
I don't know. I was walking in the hot sun earlier.
Give it to him. Give it to him. You're all talk, dude. You're all talk.
I'm a masterful comedian.
Good smelling feet.
I want to ask this question.
Okay.
And it's Nick who's the masterful comedian. He's the funniest guy in the room.
Fuck you.
Okay, what
Don't be sarcastic with me.
if anything is too serious to be joked about?
Say that one more time.
What, if anything, is too serious to be joked about? Which I'm sure we're probably going to joke about it still.
My opinions, or it just in the world.
Too serious to joke about?
This is the part where you riff.
Too
Yeah.
serious to joke about?
Well, you probably should.
I don't think there's anything too serious to joke about, but there are consequences for not executing your joke well.
Well, what about the timing? Like
Yeah.
the new thing.
Well, I don't know because people will say the whole incident right now with Hamas and Israel, it's you shouldn't joke about that because of timing, right?
Yeah.
But there are people who can execute a funny thing,
Yeah.
but it's done well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Bassem was recently on Pierce Morgan. That shit was
That was
good.
really funny.
That was really good, and he made some jokes about it.
Yeah.
But it was like, it wasn't malicious. It was like, that's funny, but you just brought up the hypocrisy.
Yeah.
So it's like,
his
yeah.
jokes are pointing out a fallacy or
Yeah.
pointing out something that you didn't think about.
But I can totally imagine some like dense woke motherfucker who don't get it,
Yeah.
and they'll be like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you just joked about this issue. You got to take it seriously."
But it is different that the reason why he's joking versus somebody that just wants to make you laugh. Like
Yep.
he's not trying to make you laugh. He's trying to make you realize, and that's like totally different.
It's very intelligent. Yeah.
The why I think makes a huge difference with that.
Yeah, I think nothing should be off limits because I think comedy is how you heal. So yeah, there's times like where people try to make like when people try to make jokes and it's bad, then it doesn't really help with the healing. But when the joke is good, it actually I think helps with the healing and brings everyone together more.
And also, I think there's like a person who could joke about it too, like because I feel like he's really close to the situation, Bassem. That he has a personal experience too, so it's like his family and things. So I think that's really nice. But then, if like I say some stuff, it's like why you say some stuff?
We look like we shouldn't be talking.
Yeah, but do you think that if we I think is. Do you think somebody could that is outside of that ethnic background and not having a personal experience to joke about it? And
I think if their perspective is relevant, then
Their
yes,
perspective is
yeah.
relevant.
But if it's like if they're like a football commentator commenting on baseball, then it's like then it usually doesn't hit, you know?
Yeah.
How about the concept of like this is different, but like let's say that there's a kid who as a child they were kidnapped, a bunch of horrible stuff happened to them. They grew up to be a comedian, let's just say, And now they have like a whole run of jokes about that, but they're not necessarily telling it to other people that need to hear it. They're just trying to make other people laugh about that when it's not something you ever needed to heal. Is that bad?
Well, it's his experience, right? Or theirs.
Yeah.
I don't to promote
Does
like
the audience know it's that
But
the person's that?
they're basically joking about things that most people would say don't joke about, but they've been through.
but they can do it.
I
But
think it's good. I think that's the.
I think it's a fair game.
Does the audience know that they've been through it?
yeah,
Oh well, totally fair game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
it should be, right?
I think it's like almost hypothetical healing for yourself because you still
Yeah.
know. Like for example, like some of Pete Davidson's like 9/11 jokes about his dad and all that stuff. I'm way on the other side of the coast. I don't know what that shit felt like or how people in New York were affected by that. But when he says it and he's able to laugh about it, for some reason I feel like someone just gave me a hug about that whole situation. And I don't know anything about 9/11 in New York.
So why do you keep on talking about 9/11 denying stuff?
I have never
Wait,
talked
can I? That brought up a thing that I was thinking
Don't
about.
talk over Jason Cheny, please.
He's not even talking anymore.
You literally just did that.
I'm a little confused.
He's talking over right now.
Take two.
You're just nodding.
I was curious about because you said the 9/11. Who said the 9/11 thing? I just want to make sure that I'm not responsible for whatever this is.
It wasn't me for sure.
Okay, so it's
Guaranteed.
Anthony.
He doesn't think it happened.
100%.
The fans definitely know that. It's mainly Steve and Joe.
He's like, show me the proof a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, I was thinking about the Nagasaki and Hiroshima, the bombing.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Sometimes you think about it, huh?
Dude, the timing, dude, too soon.
Yeah, what the fuck?
No, but it's been a while.
Whoa,
Thinking about it, and you said those stupid Japanese, they deserve every piece of nuclear bombings
Yeah, but I didn't say it though.
and radioactive poisonings.
Yeah, that's what you said, Jason Cheny.
What about those two cities?
Yeah, so the
Tell us about the dirty Japs.
the 200, but you're Japanese.
I know, that's why I could say it.
Oh yeah, that's because of your personal experience.
So what were you gonna say?
For the 200,000 people died, kaput. I shouldn't say died. Take two, kaput, because it's less serious when you say kaput. And then, but then,
The accent too.
but nobody, but in Japan, people are like, oh, let's forget about it. But then the 9/11, both are really bad. But 9/11, 3,000 people died, and then they're like, we'll fucking never forget.
Yeah.
But why? I was curious of like
Are you
why.
pissed off about the never forget? Are you mad about that?
Well, no, not mad about it. No, definitely don't forget. But also 200,000. But people are like,
So you're like, Japanese people are like, 200,000, let's forget. And
Yeah.
move on.
Yeah.
In America's, 3,000? Never again. Ah, like that.
yeah, but I wonder.
Which one do you side more with?
Yeah, I don't ask me that question.
No, I just mean like as a
Which
sentiment.
one do you not side with?
Well, I don't. There's no side. I don't want to.
How about this? How about this?
I was asking you guys this.
I have an opinion. Maybe this could be, I don't even know, I'm just exploring. But what if it's cultural? What if Japanese people take more accountability? So they're like, that shit happened.
It's my fault, dude.
Maybe we did something.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know, trigger that. Americans, I don't think ever take accountability. So they just get punched in the face, but they don't think that maybe we might have caused the fight.
No, I think the Americans like, God damn it, those ragheads, they don't like freedom, and they don't like our women, and they hate us. Walking around in bikinis. That's why they want to blow us up. But that's also not those guys' fault, because that's what the news tells them. They don't like our freedoms. They don't like our way of life. That's why they fought. They forget conveniently that from every single administration before, we've been bombing the fuck out of all of Al Qaeda, Middle East, and all that. And before that, the CIA built Al Qaeda, helped them out, funded them, fucking armed them to go against the Soviets for us. So I'm just like, we conveniently forgot all that, right? And all of a sudden we fast forward to, they just don't like our freedom.
Yeah. But then also like there's so many people who kaput every year inside. Yeah. Like people shoot each other or like the people eating each other's face and they're like, yeah, but they're just crazy.
Yeah.
But then other people do 3,000, they're like, that's fucking no.
Again.
Yeah.
So what are you trying to say? You're just trying to say that everyone should forget about all the kaputs?
No, don't forget about it, but maybe like not think about it a lot.
Who's thinking about it a lot? I don't even think about it. I think most people are on OnlyFans.
Yes, true.
Don't think about it so
Don't
much.
think about it a lot.
Don't think about it every year, maybe.
You think that's a better slogan than never forget?
Don't think about it.
Hey, don't think about it so much.
Just a shrug like
Think
this.
about it sometimes, but not too many times.
So you want to get rid of the
No, don't get rid of it.
day or the Memorial Day or
Because it feels really hurtful for like everybody too, you know?
you feel like that? Like on September 9th, it gets more anxiety. September 10th, you get more anxiety, and then on like 9/11, you feel really, really.
I feel people feel that because people are hurt like on the thing, and people are a little more like tiptoey.
Oh.
And I
Do
just
you
feel like
think-
I don't know.
That because we've never got attacked outside of Pearl Harbor on our own soil, that it's like a big freaking deal. Where Japan's like, we've been fucking attacked like for thousands of years.
Yeah, I think-
This is just one other big one, and we've had other ones. Then Mongols try to fucking come through, and I don't know.
Yeah, I think that might be it too.
I also don't actually know how Japanese people feel about that.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I think, I mean, from my perspective, it's like that was a different administration, a different Japan. That's like how Germany is like, we're not Nazis anymore. That was their mistake.
That's what they want you to.
So, but then, yeah.
Did you know that in Germany they can't even say Nazi?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know. I have a friend who's there, and he was like, "Yeah, you can't say that."
So what did they say? Them dudes?
They go, the bad guys.
Oh, they go, the bad guys.
They do the whole sign. They do
They do the whole sign, but you can't.
They don't do it big. They do it small.
They do a small one. Beep. Yeah.
You know, these guys like that. They whisper it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
What else can you not joke about right now? Or generally?
Generally,
I think it's gotten even more taboo, like, from pre-lockdown. Pre-lockdown, we were able to joke about almost everything. And then during lockdown, I think everything was like, oh, you gotta be careful.
I miss like racist jokes and all those kind of jokes.
And now it's like the birth of careful. That's where the birth of careful boys came in. But then now it's going back to, oh, you could joke again.
I think Asians don't really joke about Asians. Like I try not to because I feel scared that other Asians will be like, oh, why the fuck did you make us look bad?
That does happen though.
What's the next generation called?
Gen Z?
I heard they're fucking crazy now though. The next generation of like influencers, I heard they've been saying the F word, N-bomb, and they're not even black. Like I heard it's completely, and that's the culture that'll probably make its way mainstream. But I heard the next generation of creators right now are fucking crazy.
That's totally in line with what happens. Everything's defiant of the
Everything
last gen.
swings.
Yeah. Because I think
That's what's cool.
Yeah, because I think us, we got the brunt of the censorship, and so we're trying to fight back a little. And then I think there's like the UTI guys are a little bit beat, but then the people that make UTI feel old, this new generation, I heard they're fucking crazy. I haven't watched any of their stuff, but that's just what I hear.
They must have brought the Call of Duty talk into the real world.
COD lobby? Dang.
That shit's
I've never
crazy.
been called an N-word so much by a 10-year-old.
Wait, did they really? Yeah.
By a white 10-year-old.
By a white 10-year-old.
Call of Duty like chat is crazy.
It's not even just COD, it's anything online where you have kids gaming and anonymity.
Like
They are
League of Legends. League of Legends fucking chat is one of the most toxic.
That shit was real life. My mom's mouth has been fucked by a 10-year-old like 50 times already.
Do you know how many prepubescent boys have fucked my mom?
yeah.
Dude,
The
yeah.
mom in the mouth.
Sister,
The
my
shit
dad,
they say is crazy. Like, I'm your fucking daddy. I'm your daddy. I fucked your mom in the mouth.
And you can hear that their voice hasn't even gone through puberty yet. It sounds like I'm talking to a young woman.
How do you guys feel about? That's so funny to me though.
It's fucking hilarious.
See, and that's why I like it.
Yeah.
Well, clearly somebody thinks it's harmless because it's never changed since the start. Like,
Yeah.
it's never gotten better. They have like advocacy groups that try to like detect it, or they'll be there to be like, you can tell on someone that says that to you, to this advocacy group, and they'll try to find them. But there's no way you're gonna find
stop
5
it.
billion people that are doing it at the same time.
Yeah.
Good
But
luck.
also like, but that's the thing. Like, if their intention isn't, I mean, they're angry, but at the thing, they're not gonna fuck your mom in the mouth. Actually.
No, they're just fucking
But that's
changing
so funny.
weapons.
Why? We should bring that back.
But that's why, like, to people who are so against or politically correct, if you were to shine the light on that, they've never seen that world, and I don't think they wouldn't even be able to wrap their minds around how explicit it is. It's the worst
Get the
shit.
generation. That's crazy.
It's
Is
the
it Gen
worst
X?
shit you could ever hear.
Yeah.
And it's children.
Yeah, you hear the worst shit you could ever hear.
And it's kids saying it to adults.
Shocked.
Yeah, this is
And
funny about
sometimes
it.
it's even better when the adult starts arguing with the kid. Like, man, fuck you. You're a little kid. You're a little bitch. I'll fuck your mom. You know, they go back. That kid already won.
The shit that these kids say make Adolf Hitler's speech sound like a nursery rhyme. Like if they were in a fucking roast battle and this guy's like, fucking Aryan race, whatever, you bring the fucking 10-year-old on, fucking roast Adolf Hitler to a fucking crisp. You'll be like, oh shit.
To think that Adolf was just doing a roast battle and the other guy didn't get to go.
These 10-year-old COD kids fucking make all the Nazis cry.
That'd make them cry.
Dude, yeah. But that's like, isn't that's how it always is?
Symmetrical logos, what the fuck?
I know.
Symmetrical logo.
That's what's funny about PC. It's like when you put anonymity in the mix,
It goes out. It's out.
don't matter. Comments, people making finstas, like it's all the same.
I wonder how many like really PC people like secretively say crazy shit online.
That too, yeah. That too, or just in person with somebody when no one's around. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
yeah.
That's like their release.
Because it's healthy.
Because it's fun.
You gotta get it out.
Yeah.
That's their release, dude. It's like a pastor getting caught, like fucking the whole church, you know? So like, yeah. It's like, I think like all the most goody two-shoe motherfuckers out there that are always getting caught for like the worst shit, like those anti-gay like politicians always getting caught in the airport bathroom jacking a dude off or something.
Always.
It's always like that, dude.
Like, Senator, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very like, I mean, it's called politically correct, and then you look at what did politicians do when they said everyone's got to wear masks, stay inside, and they went to parties, and there was photos and videos of them at events.
My breath during those pictures.
It's like, that's politics.
Bites.
Politics is literally just the veneer, so it's like, okay. I think you could still joke about anything, like you said, as long as you're really good with timing, execution, and identity, like who you are.
If you are not good with those, but your intention is to joke, do you still get punished for saying a bad
Yeah.
thing?
Well, I guess it depends.
Once it leaves your mouth.
I think because if you just have a
That's
bad
the-
joke,
yeah.
Yeah.
it's like you should get, you know.
You should
I
get
don't think it should
punished.
be illegal, but I think punished is determined on like, so if you're socially stupid enough to try to execute an offensive joke to an ex-convict and then he slaps you across the face and you're like, why? It's like, you're fucking stupid, bro. That guy's a cold-hearted killer and you took the fucking risk.
I think you should get roasted, but not like physically. I think you should.
Yeah.
I think people should be mad at you, but because it makes you try harder. You're like, oh, okay, I missed the mark. Like, let
The
me.
severity of the impact of your joke should determine the severity of your punishment.
But I don't
If
think.
you're an
Yeah.
extremely influential person and you have millions of kids that follow you or something like that, and you make some sort of joke that it's like it's teaching these people to act the same because you have influence, your punishment should reflect that. But if you're making the exact same joke and nobody listens to you except you're saying it to like your close friend, your close friend reprimanding you is fine.
Yeah.
But then
Right.
people's gonna be so scared of saying the thing. That's why people are so scared of saying anything. Cause then,
Well, if it's the wrong thing to say because of your, like Ryan said, like
Yeah.
either not an authentic identity relevance
Yeah, not
or
authentic.
poor timing or poor execution, then but you're an influencer.
yeah.
Then people might be influenced if it's not shown that you're like publicly ridiculed in some way for making that mistake, right?
But what if the intention is to like the Shane Gillis thing? I don't know. That there's two sides of people taking two sides. But
I think if the intention is clearly positive, then
no,
the punishment
yeah.
shouldn't be extremely terrible.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like, because we were talking about this yesterday, taking intention to account, we still believe in that. You know what I mean?
Intention's still.
Yeah. Whereas like there was a period of time, even during like COVID and stuff like that, where it's like intention isn't the same as action. You can't just have good intentions and do the wrong thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is true in one sense,
Yeah.
but like again, we're talking about like
Exactly.
we're talking
Yeah,
about
because you
comedy,
still have
right?
to execute well. Like, even if your intentions are good, because there's so many people that have good intentions, but they have horrible follow through, and it comes out so wrong. And if 90% of people are like, "That was stupid, fool. Are you dumb?" And they're like, "Well, that's not what I meant. I meant to be cool. And it's like, but you're autistic and you fucking can't do anything right when you come to fucking try to explain something well to people or whatever. Yeah, like you don't consider people's feelings because you just don't fucking think like that. So it's like, I don't know, man. It's to me, I'm just like, just do it. And then how people react, you'll find out. That's on you, yeah.
It's also kind of funny that nobody gets mad at, like, let's say that you have a really good black joke, right? It's so fucking good.
So good.
But you're just not black, and you write it for a black guy to say it. Shouldn't you still get in trouble, technically? Because it's your joke, and you thought of it, but, like, you had a different identity perform it, so you don't get in trouble. But then the way that people view everything is like...
They blame the person who says it.
Like, you said Jason wrote your set? No, Jason's racist, you know, but...
Jason is racist.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah, because that's like Neil Brennan. He wrote half of the Chappelle Show.
Yeah, but it doesn't happen that way. Nobody comes running for the guy that like authored it. You know.
Yeah. It's only the person who says the thing.
Also, we're talking about timing. Like, you might be joking around about something that's not sensitive in that moment, and then 10 years later, it becomes a really sensitive thing.
But what about that?
That's true. Yeah, that's weird.
That's hella weird.
But then the thing is, if people don't like shit, it was like cool when they just said they didn't like it. But then now the difference is that people react with tears of rage and they scream. It's like, that's
so
the problem.
funny.
The problem is that you became like little fucking babies.
Yeah.
It's like, just say you don't like it. That's it.
But how long is the gap? Because you were saying if you say like a bad thing and then what is the gap? Like 5 years later, if they don't like it. But I feel like it's gonna be like that forever, though.
Yeah.
I mean, we're always gonna say a thing that the next generation don't like.
I think there's always
It
cultural
depends, yeah.
relevance and context for that time, right? So like, I don't believe in judging the past with today's morality, because for me, like, it's so easy to look back and go, duh, right? But we're looking at it from a place where we learned, and then we go, duh, slavery's wrong. Like, we know now.
Right.
And then it's like you're looking at the people back then and say, if I were you back then, I would have stood up against it. And it's like, no, you wouldn't. You would have fucking been benefiting from it too. Like, it's like there's so many things right now that we're probably not standing up against that our great grandchildren are gonna go, can you believe they used to do this shit? And we're like, well, we don't fucking know. Yeah. And I think that's the issue is right now, like, people don't have that ability to see. Back then, that was just normal.
But how long? 1 year, you think? Like, how long until you're forgiven? Like 1 year? Like, if you say a crazy thing now, and after 1 year, can you be like, I grew?
I think if no one said anything within a week, then fuck it.
A week.
One day. 1 week. Wait, 1 hour.
To recover, you're saying? Like, if you did...
No, because like, if you said something stupid, immediately you know if it's stupid or not, and you're like, why the fuck did you say that, Jason?
Okay, but what if
It doesn't take 2 years to go, I can't believe you said that, Jason. You know?
Okay, well,
You know,
what if
If you accidentally said something bad...
No,
what
if
if
you
I think-
executed a joke, right? And we all laugh. We're like, ah, ha, ha, ha. Right? But then 2 years later, if 2 years later I go, you know what, Jason? I've been thinking. 2 years ago, you made this very insensitive joke. And I've grown since then. And I know now that joke is so inappropriate.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, that too.
Right.
Like all the things.
Yeah, but basically he's saying like people that pull old
But you've
shit.
been answering for him every time.
I think I understood what he was saying, but if you ask him, he'll never fucking explain shit. That's why.
I'm doing it for him.
Because I was thinking of Michael Richards. Remember how he had that outburst and he never recovered?
Yeah.
Till this day. Michael Richards from
Kramer,
Seinfeld?
right?
Yeah, Kramer from Seinfeld.
Oh, because he.
Was it Laugh Factory?
That seemed like a mental break.
That was
crazy though.
Yeah.
That seemed like he just lost his fucking mind.
Because he does try to like go on stage and then they just boo him off right from the get.
Yeah, it never came back.
Damn.
Because that wasn't really like a joke. That was just like a.
That's the key right there. It's like he was like angry.
Okay, but what if he had a chain of events that made him said a crazy thing, and then immediately after he's like, oh fuck. So then what? He's not forgiven.
Did he ever apologize for it?
Yeah.
He apologized a ton of times.
What if he starts doing like Confederate-friendly comedies?
But you know what it is though? If Michael Richards had like a killer fucking 30-minute special or something, then everybody would forgive him.
It's true.
Like if he came out with bangers and just like made fun of all that shit, everybody would be like,
Yeah,
you know
made fun of
what?
himself.
Yeah, like you talk about Shane Gillis, right?
Yeah.
Like when he got in trouble for the neuters stuff, the Asian jokes.
He called himself out for it.
He called himself out. He got canceled or whatever. Everybody was like happy, but then he released a special that was like a banger, and everybody was like, "Dude, this guy's sick!" Like, fuck. It's a good thing you didn't get SNL. You know, they talked to him like that.
So that's what he needs to do. He needs to even self-produce a special, even if he's filming it in his own room.
Yeah.
So when someone does a banger like that and recovers, is that mainly people forgiving them, or is that them just getting new fans that don't
I
even
think
know
that's a
the
combo
past?
of both.
I bet you the Louis C.K. fans that like fell off came back.
You think
Yeah.
so?
I'm sure a lot.
sure.
I think what it is, it's like at a restaurant, right? Like, hey, here's a fucking steak, or whatever. You're like, ugh, I'm so sorry. Let me redo it. And here's another one. You're like, oh, hell, that's the fucking.
So their Yelp review went from 2, and then they went back, erased it, and they made it 5.
Okay, but how many times?
How many times what?
Like, what if they bring you the steak again and then?
If it's bad again?
You're probably not gonna trust the third.
Yeah, this restaurant's bad,
You're not
dude.
gonna trust it again.
Oh,
Yeah, Shane Gillis earned his comeback.
Oh fuck! But so
You got to be better than the first. I think.
This was already calculating. I only got 2 chances to get canceled.
Just tell us what you said and when you said it.
we'll work from there.
He has a video out there that's haunting him.
He's like, how do I delete it, man?